On to our 25th episode of the Pat Sajak Farewell series. We're going back to Jeopardy this time. The 2003 edition.
Hi, I'm Johnny Gilbert. Let's set things up before we begin our game. The options will let you fine-tune the game just the way you want to. Normal game? Okay, so how many people now? Player one? Player one, here's your buzz-in key. Let's do it, come on.
From the Sony Pictures Studios, this is Jeopardy!
All right, let's get things underway, player one.
All right, let's play. 80s rock for 200.
In 1988, they released the concert tour documentary Rattle and Hum.
Player one.
Who are you two?
Exactly.
Zoology for 200.
A squirrel uses this fluffy appendage for balance when it leaps or climbs.
Player three.
What is its tail?
Oh, bull crap.
Hey,
I
you're
ring in
correct.
first.
Zoology.
Why do they ring in so
for
quick?
400.
Africa is home to both the greater and lesser types of these long-legged, curvy-necked pink wading birds.
Player one.
What is a flamingo?
Precisely.
Oh, that could have been it.
Again.
That's the critter we're looking for part.
They had two #1 hits in 1980. Crazy Little Thing Called Love, and Another One Bites the Dust.
Player one.
Poor Queen.
Yes.
80s rock for 600.
In 1986, she was in control with a hit album that included What Have You Done For Me Lately?
Anybody? Take a look. Here's the right response.
Zoology for 6.
Wow, the upside-down type of this feline fish really does swim upside down.
Player one.
What is a lionfish?
That
No,
is
that's wrong.
incorrect.
Oh, catfish.
Anyone at all?
Son of a biscuit.
Take a look. Here's the right response.
Just figured it out.
In 1984, this rock band leaped to the top of the charts with the song Jump.
Player one.
Who are Van Halen?
Precisely. Pick again.
Zoology for 800.
People and lions are the main predators of this tallest mammal.
Anybody? Player one.
What is the giraffe?
Yes.
80s rock for 1,000.
After going roundabout, this group returned to the charts in 1983 with Owner of a Lonely Heart.
Player one.
Who is Yes?
Exactly.
Zoology for 1,000.
This arthropod is nicknamed the 100-legger, though some may have 170 pairs of legs.
Player one.
What is a centipede?
Definitely.
Sports and leisure for 200.
The IBF, the International Federation for this sport, knows the correct size for shuttlecocks.
Player one.
What is badminton?
Precisely. Pick again.
Leisure for 400.
For protection, these athletes tape both hands under their 6 to 12-ounce gloves.
Player one.
What are boxers?
Hey, you're correct.
I forgot the S, but they gave it to me.
This Ducky hockey team's official colors and logo were unveiled June 7, 1993.
Player one.
What are the Mighty Ducks?
Precisely. Pick again.
Dude, change it to the Anaheim Ducks.
One of these courses is usually 6,500 to 7,000 yards long and divided into 18 sections.
Player one.
What is the golf?
Yes.
Sports and leisure for
In
1,000.
1965, this Shirley became the first woman to earn a professional license from the National Hot Rod Association.
Anyone at all? This is the correct
Shirley
question.
Muldowney. Road trip for 200.
A 100-foot tall Coke bottle adorns a mall in front of the MGM Grand Hotel in this city.
Player 1.
What is Las Vegas?
Yes.
Road trip for 400.
Bowie, California. This type of abandoned town features 170 buildings in a state of arrested decay.
Player 2.
What is a ghost town?
Precisely. Pick again.
Road trip for 600?
A long lit-up M marks the Hernando de Soto Bridge that crosses this river at Memphis.
Player 3.
What is the Mississippi River?
Yeah,
Hey, you're correct.
I wasn't sure enough.
I'll try
Could have been the Missouri.
clothing for 200.
The Fairchild Dictionary of Fashion says a sports shirt is any shirt a man wears without one of these.
Is that it? Anyone? Player 2?
What is a jacket?
Ooh, sorry.
You failed.
Anyone? What we were looking for was this.
Let's go for things I wish I'd said for 200.
In 1983, he said, "We at Chrysler borrow money the old-fashioned way. We pay it back."
Player 2?
Who is Lee Iacocca?
That's who we were looking
Lee
for.
Iacocca.
Things I wish I'd said for 400.
Sorry.
Attributed to Samuel Goldwyn. Any man who goes to one of these people ought to have his head examined.
Player 1.
What is a psychiatrist?
Exactly.
I wish I'd said for 600.
Touch a scientist and you touch a child, said this Martian Chronicles author.
Anybody? Player 3.
Who is Arthur C. Clarke?
Oh, that's incorrect. Anybody? Take a look. Here's the right response.
Wish for 800.
Answer?
Daily double.
Daily double. Did you make your wager, please?
2,400.
John Buchan defined this kind of skeptic as a man who has no invisible means of support.
Player 1.
What is a critic?
Good guess.
No,
But it's
that's
not
wrong.
what we're looking for. Here's what we were looking
Atheist.
P.G. Wodehouse defined it as the only one real cure for gray hair. It was invented by a Frenchman.
for. Player 2?
What is the guillotine?
Definitely.
Let's do road trip for 800.
In 1946, a chain of convenience stores in Texas adopted this name to reflect the hours they were open.
Anyone at all? Player 1.
What is a 24-hour store?
Oh, that's incorrect.
Frick! That's wrong.
This is what we wanted.
7-Eleven.
I'll try clothing for 400.
Usual color of a chador, the almost all-covering robe worn by Muslim women.
Player 3.
What is black?
Yes.
Clothing for 600.
These jeans are the oldest apparel trademark in America.
Player 1.
What are Levi's?
Precisely.
There we go.
Pick again.
Clothing for 800.
A style of socks named for a former county in Scotland.
Anybody? What we were looking for was this.
Road trip for 1,000.
In 1999, experts at the Smithsonian began work on the conservation of the Star-Spangled Banner from this fort.
Player 2?
What is Fort McHenry?
Precisely. Pick again.
Here's the final answer on this board. The British in India dyed their uniforms with coffee and curry powder and called them these.
Anybody? Player 2?
What are fatigues?
No, that's not right. Sorry. Is that it? Anyone? This is what we want.
Khakis.
Okay, that's it for the Jeopardy round. Now we're going to take a quick look at the scores. You're playing very well, Player 1. Player 2, you're not too far off the lead. You're in last place, Player 3, but you get to start things off in Double Jeopardy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now
that's
time
unusual.
for Double
Let's do famous Eagle Scouts for 400.
This Eagle Scout film director depicted Indiana Jones as a Boy Scout in The Last Crusade.
Is that it? Anyone? Player 1.
Who is Spielberg?
He's the one we were looking for. Yes.
Eagle Scouts for 800.
This Eagle Scout and former Entertainment Tonight host trained on the piano as a youth.
Player 2?
Who is John Tesh?
Exactly.
Famous Eagle Scouts for 1200.
In 1927, this president seen here became an Eagle Scout of Grand Rapids Boy Scout Troop 15.
If you'll just watch this, we'll show you the clue. Player 1.
Who is Gerald Ford?
That's who we were looking for.
Eagle Scouts for 1600.
As a youth, this commander of Apollo 13 was interested in scouting and rocketry.
Nobody? Here's what we were looking for.
This Boy Scout and
Eagle
former
Scouts for
Secretary of
2000.
Education published The Moral Compass in 1995.
Is that it? Anyone? What we were looking for was this.
Seeing Red for 400.
According to Jeff Foxworthy, if you've got more than 3 cousins named Bubba, you might be one of these.
Player 1.
What is Redneck?
Exactly.
Red for 800.
Anthony Kiedis and Flea of this group played in their first band together while attending LA's Fairfax High.
Player 1.
What is the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Hey, you're correct.
Seeing Red for 1200.
Until 1907, this American League baseball team was nicknamed the Pilgrims.
Nobody? Player 1.
Who are the Boston Red Sox?
Exactly.
Seeing Red for
The
1600. It
President
took me a
of the
while to
United
get that.
States is the honorary
figured out.
chairman of this organization, founded by Clara Barton.
Anybody? What we were looking for was this.
The Red Cross.
A
Red for
story by
2000.
Edgar Allan Poe is called The Mask of This.
Player 3.
What is the Red Menace?
Good guess.
No,
But
she's
it's
wrong.
not what we're looking for.
I thought she'd be right because she
Anyone?
rang in quick.
What we were looking for was this.
TV and film for 400.
Everybody knows the name of this long-running sitcom inspired by Boston's Bull and Finch pub.
Player 1.
What is Cheers?
Yes.
Film for 800.
Because Leonard Nimoy directed the 3rd and 4th Star Trek films, this captain got to direct the 5th.
Player 1.
Who is William Shatner?
Exactly.
Film for 1200.
Answer? The Daily Double. Did you make your wager, please?
Let's do 2800.
She accepted her Oscar for Places in the Heart by exclaiming, "You like me! You like me!"
Player 1.
Who's Sally Field?
That's who we were looking for.
TV and film for
Martin
1600.
Scorsese was one of this actor's fares in the movie Taxi Driver.
Anyone? Here's what we were looking for.
Film for 2000.
Celebrating its 30th anniversary in 1998, this show starts with a stopwatch.
Player 1.
What is 60 Minutes?
Hey, you're correct.
Playing Politics for 400.
A former Secretary of Housing and Urban Development and Bob Dole's running mate in 1996.
Player 2?
Who is George Bush Jr.?
Oh, regrettably,
No.
no. Nobody? Here's what we were looking for.
Politics for 8.
Harvey Gantt, Charlotte's first black mayor, has twice lost to this man for a North Carolina Senate seat.
Anyone at all? Take a look. Here's the right response.
Politics for 1200. I mean,
It
novels
was
for
Wang
slides for
Lung's
1200.
marriage day.
Nobody? This is what we wanted.
Politics for 1200.
Answer? The Daily Double. Did you make your wager, please?
Let's try 4000.
In 1956, this Tennessee senator lost a vote for nomination to be vice president. His son did better in 1992.
Player 1.
Who is Gore?
That's who we were looking for.
Politics for 1600.
This Pennsylvania senator and heir to a ketchup fortune died in a 1991 plane crash.
Player 1.
Who is Hines?
Precisely. Pick again.
Politics for 2000.
This GOP candidate weakened the Democratic Party's hold on the South when he carried 5 southern states in 1964.
Player 2.
Who is Barry Goldwater?
Hey, you're correct.
I'll try History's Mysteries for 400.
In 1961, a Phenomena Investigation Bureau was set up to find proof of this Scottish Lakes monster.
Player 1.
What is the Loch Ness Monster?
Nice try, but that is incorrect. Is that it? Anyone? Player 2?
What is Loch Ness?
Oh,
Precisely.
for the love of God.
Pick again.
Loch Ness Monster
History's Mysteries
is not
for
acceptable,
800.
but I have to say Loch
According to
Ness.
Plato, Solon discovered the
dead.
legend of this lost continent while on a trip to Egypt.
Player 1.
What is Atlantis?
Hey, you're correct.
History's Mysteries for 1200.
This 16th century doctor said he gazed into a bowl of water on a tripod to divine his prophecies.
Nobody? This is what we wanted.
History for
The
1600.
Cyclops was the first large U.S. vessel with radio equipment recorded lost in this shapely area.
Player 1.
What is Bermuda Triangle?
Yes.
Mysteries for 2000.
In 1872, this ship was found in the Atlantic intact, but with no one aboard.
Anybody? Here's what we were looking for.
The Marie Celeste. Novels
He
first
was
lines
an
for
old
400.
man who fished alone in a skiff in the Gulf Stream.
Player 1.
What is The Old Man and the Sea?
Hey, you're correct.
First lines for 800.
The Salinas Valley is in Northern California.
Anyone at all? This is what we
East
wanted.
of Eden.
Halfway down a by street of one of our New England towns stands a rusty wooden house.
Player 2?
What is the House of Seven Gables?
Yes. And to wrap up this board,
It was a bright, cold day in April, and the clocks were striking 13.
Anybody? What we were looking for was this.
1984. And player 3 is not going to Final Jeopardy.
That's the end of the double Jeopardy round. Let's check out the scores once again. Player 1, you've got the lead going into Final Jeopardy. Player 2, you're not too far off the lead. Player 3, sorry, you can't continue on with us in Final Jeopardy. It's crunch time, folks.
Just me and player
Final
2
Jeopardy.
for Final Jeopardy.
I show you the category, then I give you a few seconds to think about your wager. 19th century presidents. Go ahead, make your wager. Player 2, your wager, please. Player 1, please make your wager.
3,000.
Here's the Final Jeopardy answer. Good luck.
The 1853 novel Clotel, or The President's Daughter, alleges that this man had an affair with a slave.
Let's see how everyone did. Player 2? your
Yeah,
question.
player 2 couldn't come up with
That's not
anything.
right, I'm sorry. And your wager? Your question, player 1. That's right. And your wager was?
We finished the week of episodes
Congratulations
for the Pat
to
Sajak
the big
Farewell
winner here
Tour
today on
with
Jeopardy.
a $25,000 win here in Jeopardy
Player
2003.
Thanks for playing Jeopardy. Hope you had a good time. So long, everybody.
Hi, I'm Johnny Gilbert. Let's set things up before we begin our game.
And that does it for this episode. We'll see you next time here at the Den of Games. Be a den brother or sister today.